influencers on Amazon are a fantastic way to get your business sales exploding. But how do you find the best influencers for you and for your business? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Now, if you like this kind of content where I'm showing you things to do, make sure you give my video a thumbs up. That way I'll know that you like this kind of stuff and I can do more of it for you. Also consider subscribing to my channel, because that way I can show you even more. If you've got any questions or a comment for me, just comment in the post below and I'll get that for you too. All right, let's get into it. Question: what is the purpose of marketing? What is the purpose of marketing? To get your product in front of who you want to get in front of. Absolutely. So the purpose of marketing is to put your product in front of people who are, predisposed, shall we say, to buy your product. That is the purpose of marketing. And everything we do as marketers has got that end in mind. So there's lots of different ways you can do that. What is called the best form of marketing? Whenever you hear somebody say, hey, that's the best form of marketing, what do they say? Word of mouth marketing, thanks Maddie, is the very best form of marketing. Okay, now, word of mouth marketing, Maddie tells me he's just purchased something, he says it's fantastic, you'll love it too, I trust Maddie. It's like a very, very good way of doing it. We'll talk about some influencing things in just a little wee while. I've got some crazy things going on. That's the very, very best form of marketing. It taps into social proof, very, very cool, liking and recommendation, taps into all of those things. It's awesome. So in a perfect world, word of mouth marketing is what you would only do for your product. One person tells another person, that's how you would do your marketing. Perfect world, okay? Unfortunately, word of mouth marketing like that, Maddie talking to me, doesn't scale. Okay? So that's a downside to it. However, there is a way that you can get 90% of the awesome things that word of mouth marketing gives you at scale. And that way is social media influencer marketing. Okay, so social media influencer marketing, you've got people who you follow on Instagram, for instance, because you know them, you like them, you trust them. They talk about a product, and it's that same word of mouth, but done at scale. Okay, these are like super word of mouth people who will just spread your product's words all over the internet for you. Okay, it's one of my favorite forms of marketing. And also, to go back to what we were talking about earlier, there is currently a mismatch, supply and demand. Okay, there is currently more supply influencers than there is demand entrepreneurs looking to get influencers to promote their stuff. Okay, so supply and demand, there's a mismatch, which means it's cheap. It's cheap relative to other paid forms of marketing, and you also get all those cool things that word of mouth marketing gives you as well. Okay, so the next obvious question therefore becomes, how the hell do you find great influencers that you can work with? So let's talk about that. And we're going to use, there are paid tools that you can use, okay? But I'm going to make the assumption that you're a tight ass like me, and therefore you just want to use something free to find some awesome people. So here's how you find awesome influencers for free. So we're going to use, yet again, our little search term modifier. So we want to find Instagram people. So now we're just going to tell Google to go look at Instagram.com. So that's what that does, okay? Next, we need to tell Google to look on Instagram for people that want to do what's called a collaboration, which really just means you give them your product for free, they talk about your product to their followers. That's what that means, collaboration, okay? And that typically comes in the form of DM for collab, something like that, okay? Or it could be DM for collaboration, something like that. But that gives you a kind of sense of that. Try a few different things, you'll quickly pick it up on it, okay? And we're going to put it into quotation marks because that tells Google we only want results that have that thing in them, okay? So now we're saying to Google, check Instagram for people who've got that in their profiles. That's what that's saying, okay? So the next thing we can do is we can narrow it down a little bit further. And we can now say, okay, well now I want to find influencers who I can do a collaboration with in my niche. So somebody give me a niche. Let's go find somebody in your particular niche. Pets, yoga. Let's do yoga. All right. DM, direct message. DM stands for direct message. So it just means send me a direct message if you want to collaborate with me, okay? So Jess, I think it was Jess, wants to do yoga. So now we're going to look for, on Instagram, people who want to do a collaboration who are in the yoga niche. Let's see what we find. All right. So we've got 9 possible results from this, which is cool. So let's just open this one up. And I'll show you how this works. So using this, you can find heaps of people who will be in a niche that you're looking for, who you can do a collaboration with, okay? So here it says, look, DM for collab. No worries at all. And there's DM for collaboration. There's a few different variations on it, but you get the idea. And then what I do is I go look at them, make sure like they got 3,000 people watching that video, 4,000 people watching that video, 90 folks looking at that, 17 looking at that, 116 into that. So video is the way to go on this particular person's thing. 1,185. So that's kind of interesting one. Let's have a look at another one. Yoga with Kanchan Vikram. Let's check out that. 673 followers. Maybe that's not enough, but be mindful that not all followers are created equal. It's very easy to buy followers, so you just want to make sure that the followers are good followers. They're actually commenting. So these people are commenting and liking. That's good. Commenting, liking, etc. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for commenting, liking. I don't mind if people do not have that many followers. It's not how many followers you've got. It's what relationship you have with those followers that's important, okay? So that's one. Let's go check out another one. What somebody else was. Athena's in the baby niche. Let's check out baby. Doink. So 174 results for this. Let's just check out this top one. 226 following, 767 followers, etc., etc. So that's pretty cool again. That's how you do it. It's super easy to do. And you could do collaboration. What else would somebody say? They'd say collab and collaboration. That's typically what I use anyway. Surfing. How do you find influencers in your market? Surfing, says Scotty. All right, let's go and see what comes up for this one. Just for Scotty, and then we'll call it quits. So we've got 6 results for that. Hans and Endura, Juan Carlos Corona and Yash. There you go. 153 results for that. So maybe try both. Look, DM for collaboration and DM for collab. It depends on the niche, what they're going to call it, but it's that. You could even put DM4, just have that, and that will definitely broaden out your market. But you'll just have to do a little bit more research on going through them, okay? But again, it just depends what they call it for that collaboration or for whatever it may be, okay? However they think of it within that particular niche. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. There are 2,500 members and growing right here in Australia. We're the fastest growing e-commerce community here in Australia, and we've got sales of over $50 million on Amazon alone. If you'd like to find out more about what we do and check out what we're and come and join us as well, then get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. See you next time.